So I made it. I am actually 4 months in the union as a pipefitter apprentice. And I just got to say that once again, it has been an overall great experience. I'm learning a lot. And if some of you guys are new and are watching this, the reason I'm making this, video series of me uploading one video a month until I'm fully a journeyman, it's because I was probably in your shoes right now looking for every information, every bit of information that I could get to know everything about the union, the plumbers and pipe fitters union, just wanting to learn everything and not finding that much videos or people on it doing it. So I actually just decided to step up and tell you guys how my experience is going. So in this video, what we'll be talking about is things that I've learned this past month. And I gotta say, I've learned a few new things. And I will also be talking about school and how that's going. So one of the things I started to do is doing something called Fire Watch. And as a first year apprentice, this is something you are going to be really familiar with, and you're really gonna do this a lot. And you're basically just standing next to something that could potentially cause fire, or actually next to someone. For example, like a welder, the sparks could cause fire, or somebody grinding. Also, welders do that when they're grinding the pipe and sparks fly. So basically what you're doing is watching out for fires. So you stand there, it could be literally all day with a fire extinguisher next to you, and just watching for sparks to see, potentially, take down any fires if you have to. And I did that for a whole week straight, where I just watched sparks all day. And something I tell myself is, this is something that someone has to do. Regardless if you find it, boring or not, this is something that it's got to get done. Someone has to do it. And it will most likely be a first year apprentice. So I did that for a few weeks. And I was actually working with a welder who was teaching me, as he was also welding some pipe for the current new construction building that we're in. He was actually welding new, what's it called? He was actually welding temp steam. What that means is he is temporarily, welding the pipe that will carry steam throughout this building temporarily. So I was actually thinking, temp steam, that means that after the project is done, all the pipe that he welded is all gonna be teared out. That was also something cool to watch, how the welder, welded the pipe and how much thickness he used on the rods and things like that. I was just getting a few basics that he was telling me. All this was going on, of course, while I was doing Firewatch. As I also mentioned in my past video, I am currently still laying out this building floor by floor. I believe the last time I told you guys about it, I believe I was on the third or fourth floor. We are on the 7th floor at the moment. And there's a total of 9 floors, and that includes standing on the roof. But once again, this is new construction, so we have to wait for the iron workers to put the floors in, put the beams in, so we can go move in and do our work. If some of you guys are not familiar with layout basically is me looking at a computer where a camera is somewhere tied to a beam, monitoring the section, like the floor plan itself. That camera points to exactly where I need to put a rod for a hanger. And like I said, this could take hours, this could take days just to do an entire floor. And of course, as time goes on, I get better with working with the tablet to pinpoint where I have to go. And I'm moving much faster, finding the points, and it's just been awesome. And let me mention that doing this layout and drilling these holes before the concrete is poured eliminates the process, of course, of drilling through concrete, putting the rod and all that. And now let's actually talk about school and how that's been going for me. School has actually been good. My first 2 classes that I'm currently taking is the history of the union, and I'm also learning, taking care of tools and things like that. Let me actually tell you guys how my school works. I actually go to school 2 days a week, for 6 hours total, so 3 hours for those 2 days. And school starts in September and it ends in May. Overall, balancing work and school has been fine with me. But I'll say that because of the location that I'm in. I'm really close to the school, the hall, and I'm also real close to the job site that I'm in. So that plays a big part on how great it's been balancing the two. And I know that for me, it's not always gonna be like this. Eventually, I could start a job for like 40 minutes away. Who knows? Overall, it's been great, learning a lot in the job site itself and learning in the school. And if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. I will try to answer you, in the best of my knowledge. Thanks for watching, guys. But for right now, have a blessed day.